Hello peeps. In this video it's kind of like the second part of the Kontakt key switching thing and showing you how to do it another way with banks, as they call it in Kontakt, which was an area that I never even really knew existed until recently. So if we go new instrument bank, you will be greeted with this little gray user interface graphic to tell you you're in a different instrument. Usually it's kind of beigey brown. And you will just see up to 128. So they've added 1 from MIDI. That should be 0, and that should be 127. But, you know, computers often count differently to humans. And so what we can do there is we can, let's say on bank 1, I wanted to load this electric train set. And on bank 2, I wanted to load a 6-string guitar, and so on, and so on, and so on. So we'll go. We've loaded 3 instruments, 1, 2, 3, grand. So this is great for gigs, where you might have certain instruments loaded for verse, chorus, bridge, or track 1 in the set, track 2 in the set, track 3, or something like that. And all you need to do is fire it a MIDI note and go, okay, song 2, load this bank, and away you go. So you're only really loading 1 instrument bank, and then you can cycle through your performances as you go, up to 128 slots. Pretty neat. So how do we script or organize that I can fire a MIDI note and tell it to move over to here? So up here, this is the button, the magic button, KSP. Kontakt script, and we click that, and this little sub window opens. Now, if we open a blank default down here, you can always access the script editor here and then edit and write your code. But that's specifically for this instrument in which it's loaded. The difference here is that this script will operate on any one below it. And there's a couple of cool presets, and one of the ones we're going to look at is over here, notes to program change. So we're going to fire in some MIDI notes, and we're going to map those to change the program. And so we can say learn key range from whatever to whatever, and that will cycle through. So here we have an octave from C1 to C2, and that will cycle through these. But we could go C1, C sharp 1, D1, could be something like that. And that would be us. You can also teach it a key range from your keyboard. So now if I play C1, I've still loaded there, so C1. Doink. So I could go learn from key range here to key range here. So I've mapped that, C2 to F2. So now if I hit that one, this will load, so that's C sharp 2. And then the next key along is the giant, and then it loads that bank, and then it loads this bank with nothing in it. And for each of the keys in my range that I've taught it, it'll just cycle up 1 note per bank. So you could probably set these to like C-2 or some useless range that you're never really going to play in on a separate MIDI controller. Label the keys, hit that electric train set, C sharp 2, strummed acoustic, D2, the giant patch, and so on and so forth. And so this is a really quick way to have to teach it a key range and to have each key be able to trigger a new program within the Kontakt bank. Whew. Okay, there you have it.